Good morning, everybody. So I want to start by asking you a question. By show of hands, how many of you have ever said, I have a great idea for an invention, or I want to start a business, or I want to sell something? All right, show of hands. 18 out of the 20 of you. Okay, that's a lot. So of all of you 18, by show of hands, how many of you actually followed through with your idea? One person? Okay, that's great. And you don't feel bad for the rest of you because, coming up with an invention, starting a business, doing something new, there's huge obstacles. There's huge risks involved in doing that. Okay, let me tell you a quick story. So I was in the corporate world forever, and then in 2003, I decided to quit the corporate world, stay home with my kids. Well, 3 years into that, I had been around a lot of kids, and so I saw a lot of kids who had horrible manners, including my own, and I realized how hard it was to teach them manners. So I decided to get certified to be an etiquette instructor, and I did that. And I was teaching classes all around the city, but that just wasn't enough for me. So I decided that I wanted to be able to reach all children in the entire United States of America. And how I was going to do that was that I was going to create a board game that would teach kids manners in a fun way. How hard could it be to create a board game? Well, what I found out was that it was really difficult and there was a lot of obstacles. But I also had this huge goal that I wanted to create and manufacture and bring to market this game within 1 year to launch it at the New York Toy Show. Now that was in less than a year, but I thought I might as well try. So I did, and I did come across a lot of obstacles, including one that I will never forget. My board game, I had gotten a trademark for the name of it, which is Blunders. But it was only a temporary trademark. And the game was set to be manufactured in China within like 24 hours. And then it was 4:15 in the afternoon. And I got a call from an attorney from the United States Trademark Office. And he told me that he was really sorry, but I couldn't use the name Blunders because there was another game that had been out there years before called Thunder Blunders. It's like, what do I do? All of my work would be for nothing. I couldn't launch the show. I didn't know what to do. So I said, well, what can I do? He's like, well, you know what? If you want to find a loophole, I'll give you till tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. So I started to read. I read everything I could possibly find on trademarks. And at 5:30 in the morning, I found it. I found a loophole. I wrote down my whole argument, sent it to him by 7:30, got a huge cup of coffee, and then I basically just sat by the phone. At 8:45, he called me. He said, I did it. I actually did it. I found a loophole. And so it was amazing. I was able to go ahead and get my game produced. I was at the toy show. I launched my game. And well, it was great, but sales were really slow for that first year. And then one day in the morning, I got a phone call from a girlfriend. She was frantic. She's like, turn on the Today Show. So I run to the TV. I put it on, and there's Hoda and Kathy Lee. And my game was on the desk. And actually, Kathy Lee picked it up and she's like, this game, Blunders, is amazing. Everybody has to have it. It was incredible. Within minutes, I had hundreds of orders coming through. Within a couple of weeks, Toys R Us, Barnes & Noble, and so many other stores wanted to carry my game. So it was amazing. I'd love to say I'm a millionaire. I'm not. I barely broke even. But what I realized is that I learned so many key lessons from doing that. What do you think I learned? What do you think was important that I learned? Well, yeah, one of them was that I actually did it. I was one of those people that took a risk, right? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. I did it. What else? Okay, yeah, I set a goal for myself and I achieved it. So knowing that I can probably do anything if I really want to. What else? Yeah, the other thing is that there's going to be a lot of obstacles you're going to face in your life. But if you approach those obstacles with tenacity and a positive attitude, we're going to have a lot better chance of overcoming those obstacles. Exactly. So, okay, what I'd like you to do now is to take out your workbook, go to page 2, and I'd like you to write down the top 3 obstacles that you are currently facing in your life.